Ready to eat. I like it rough. Don't touch my hot pot. Bubbles. Show me what you got. Welcome to another episode of Hot Pot Poddie Podcast, where we discuss all things women in music. I'm Jenn Tatro, and this is
Brooke,
Holman, your hosts. Today, we're on the edge of our seats with a rock star of a guest. Folks, she's the voice, soul, and lead frontwoman for the band The UNSOLVED, a Denver hard rock band with an electrified synthesis of glittering pop hooks, honed uncompromising riffs, and brazen theatricality. In a time when people feel disconnected and divided, they are focused on building community around live music. Raised by a golden-aged radio rock DJ with a record collection worthy of the profession, she spent her childhood lying on the living room floor, mesmerized by spinning vinyl of The Clash, David Bowie, Patti Smith, Boston, and Fleetwood Mac. She'll croon a salty tune, making you feel like you're the only person in the room, then belt an anthem fit for an arena. Having also completed a master's in recording, she has produced a number of the UNSOLVED singles with more to come. Please welcome to the show, Genevieve Peak. Woo! Yeah!
Thank
Five
you
more
so
times.
much. Thank you so much for having me. I've never had an air horn follow my name before. This is a first.
Thank
Genevieve
you for joining us today.
It's going to go right to my head.
Thank you so much for being here on the show. Well, let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about your first EP that you just dropped, and what's the title?
Yes. So the first EP is called The Gauntlet. And the whole concept behind it is throwing down the gauntlet and issuing a creative challenge to the people in your life and hoping that they'll meet you. We've never done an EP before. We've definitely been on the singles train like a lot of bands out there, I think. So it was a great opportunity for us to kind of float a concept. It's got 4 songs on it. And we are probably what I'd consider to be fairly slow writers. Like some songs, it takes years to complete. And these are definitely 4 of those songs. Especially having had several lineup changes in the past. It's like every time you bring somebody new on, they bring their own voice to a project. So we're very excited. It is definitely pretty rock and roll, but it's got a little ballad on there for the soft hearts.
That's great. And then what's the vibe of it? Can you give me a little bit of insight on that?
I struggle so much with this. I can tell you that it's absolutely a romantic kind of EP. Starts off with a song called Bad Omens, which is if you've ever just had a feeling of horrible anxiety, not knowing when the shoe is going to drop, that's this song. And then it portends a terrible breakup, but then, meeting love and creativity and all these things at the end of it. It is probably best described as a hard rock EP. But we struggle with this a lot because we synthesize a lot of different influences. So there's punk rock moments on it. There are
I like that.
metal moments on
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's dipping our toes into a lot of things. But if you like, bands like Hailstorm or Pretty Reckless, it might be for you.
Oh, I like Pretty Reckless. Okay.
I feel
okay,
like,
nice.
I don't know, as like being in a band and someone's like, what do you sound like? I don't know. It's weird. It's like you're in an interview and they're like, tell me about yourself. You're like, oh God, I don't know. How do I categorize myself? So I love that you span different categorizations.
Yeah.
Categorization.
Yeah.
I don't know. Edit that. I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. Let's
Whatever
air horn
word.
that.
Yeah, categorizations. Yeah, you span different genres. There we go. And don't fit into one box, but you like to expand from that.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel, or am I just...
No, that's definitely it. And I think it's really hard as musicians, right? The game has always been, tell me about your influences, which was a gentle way of the industry getting you to tell them how to market your music.
Yes.
And now it's very much, well, who do you sound like? Who are you for fans of? So that we can put you on playlists with them and so that we can teach the algorithm and all of the search engine optimization. It's kind of taken the fun out of just saying like, oh, I grew up listening to the Cars and Cheap Trick and David Bowie and, big power pop stuff. But
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
This is my SEO.
Yes.
I know. I'm still a fan of not putting any kind of band in a box. Like, let's hear what you got. You know, if
I
you can
mean,
do different things, let's see it. Let's hear it.
Having listened to you guys as well, I don't know that any artist really. Maybe they do. I do, but I don't know that this is for everybody. Hearing what your band sounds like, but listening to your music, it was like, oh, am I getting a little? It's like the sommelier in me is saying like, oh, is that a little taste of like Jack White? But oh, I'm getting a little Ann Wilson and a little Grace Slick. So interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Grace Slick.
Hold up, you're a sommelier.
I am not. I'm a sommelier of music. It was a metaphor, and it didn't quite
Like,
land.
whoa.
Brooke's like,
Takes
let's
like
talk about
years.
fine wines.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm I'll
Leather.
swirl it around and give it the. I think it's red.
I'm getting hints of peach.
Yeah.
I would just always say hints of leather
Ooh.
and grapes.
Oh.
Fermented grapes. This tastes like fermented grapes. I don't
Hints
know.
of leather. Pleather? Maybe pleather.
Anyway, sorry I got sidetracked. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Well, I wanted to just follow up with this last question for that is, where can we find this and where can we listen to this at?
Yes, it is available on all streaming platforms, and also if you ever come to a show, we had CDs made.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that.
I know.
Sorry, I got to air horn that. I'm a big fan of CDs
We've
and
never
vinyl.
done it before, but people kept asking, is there a CD that I can buy? And we were like, do people still listen to CDs? I'll make you
yeah.
a CD if you want one. Yeah.
Girl, I'm buying them all at Goodwill.
Yeah. Some people do just want physical media again, I think, after
Yeah.
streaming has gotten so,
Vinyl's really popular now too.
Oh,
I feel.
yeah.
I mean,
And
it has been, I guess, for a minute. Cassettes?
Cassettes are
They're
pretty
back?
popular. Like, it's
Oh.
a niche for sure, vinyl and CDs. People
We
want something physical, like you said.
came across a company called Tiny Vinyl, and they do like a single on each side, and it's the size of a coaster. It's a tiny record,
Oh, wow.
and it plays pretty nicely. We're like, maybe we'll do that if we ever write a song short enough to fit on it.
I like that.
Yeah, sometimes the format influences song length. That's been happening for forever, though.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Okay. So you're the front woman
Mhm.
of this band. How long have you wanted to be a front woman, and did you always see yourself in this role? Because I know that can be, I don't know, it's a lot to be a front woman, right?
Yeah. I love that question. I think I have wanted to sing in a band since I was about 11 years old, and I first bought my first like Green Day CD.
Oh, nice.
And just felt super inspired, and I think I'll just go and do that. But I had the very strict parents that are like, oh, well, you've got to go to college and get a degree that makes sense, and go and do the life thing, and then you can do music on the side. So I definitely went down that path and got the degree and did the normal soul-crushing finance job. And then there was just a moment where it felt like 13-year-old me came for me. And she was like, oh, no, you've got to get back into music.
We're
And
getting out of here.
Yeah, I'd always kind of played in bands, but yeah, it definitely was one of those early quarter life crises, maybe.
Okay.
Crises. Yeah.
I've had like 5 of those.
And you're a front woman as well, and bass.
Bass.
Okay, excellent.
Bass
Back
and some
woman.
backup
Yes.
vocals that are badass. There we go. Give it up. Air horn that.
Back woman.
We're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Harmonies are hard. But yeah, I played a little bass
Hardmonies.
growing up too, and I thought I was going to bass and sing at the same time. That's very hard though, so I outsource.
Nice. Well, so you went to school for finance and you also went to school for music. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think I just told you about my identity crisis, we'll call it, right? I've always considered myself to be a musician, and I was a musician that wasn't making music, and I think that happens to a lot of us just because life gets in the way. But I was given a copy of a book called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. And a quick PSA about it, he is so sassy, and I don't agree with everything he says in his book, but it was kind of the kick in the ass I needed to start writing music, making music again. And I was just, doing the finance job and giving myself pep talks every morning in the elevators that I didn't quit that day. And I was just like, this is no way to live. So went back to school for recording.
Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that.
Yeah, like I want to, something I'm just genuinely curious about is how do I record my own music? This is really hard. I love recordings, you know.
And where did you go to
I went
school?
to CU Denver.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have a great recording arts program and awesome
Nice.
faculty over there.
Wonderful.
And put together a really bad portfolio after taking a couple of classes. And, you know, they took a chance on me and just totally loved it. So, yeah, able to produce my own music now. But we still work with a lot of studios.
I gotta give it up to you for that. That's
Thank you.
incredible. And then how long did this program take over there?
So I did a year of prerequisites, having not had any like real formal music education. So I did that. But the program itself was only 2 years. And it was very strange because it was over the pandemic. I did all my prereqs right before the pandemic, and then the master's degree was mostly as they were trying to transition to online learning. But no better school equipped than a school that focuses in recording with studios available and a lot of technical know-how. So I was very lucky.
Absolutely. And then for you to now be able to engineer things, produce your own songs, and then record these things, like you can kind of get behind the wheel now and say, this is what I want. This is what I hear. This is what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what a feeling to be able to do that with your own stuff.
Yes. And I think in terms of just women in the industry, it can be really hard for us to speak up in a studio environment because I think women are maybe just a little bit less likely to feel like an expert. You know, I know mansplaining has been probably oversaid to the point that we no longer think about what it really means. But there's a lot of that does happen in any sort of technical environment or male-dominated field. And so I am one of those people that needs to have the formal education before I feel like really comfortable saying, I'm not so sure about that.
I love that.
Let me mansplain real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, hang on. No, I feel like a lot of women they're taught to be kind of people pleasers and to, be like, oh yeah, you're right, for sure. Like we just like keep the peace type of thing and then like feel maybe not like the most knowing in the room. And I feel like that comes down to also when you get a job, just trying to negotiate even. I think, because statistically, look this up, right?
Look it up.
All right, look it up. I think obviously men make more money, but also they're more willing to negotiate, especially for positions that they sometimes aren't necessarily qualified for.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to like pump themselves up, and then women are kind of like, I don't know, I'm like pretty good at it, but I mean I'm not like the best, and then we're kind of like socialized to think that. And my opinion. Look it up. Look up the stats. I don't know. I'm not trying to
That is true.
That's how I
Women are
feel.
less likely to ask for a raise.
Personally,
So
yeah.
ask for the raise, ladies, wherever you are.
Ask
Oh
for the
Ask
raise,
for it.
ladies.
Negotiate. Get your money.
Mm-hmm.
Also, ladies, speak up for what you want.
Also that.
I want to know, how long have you known and or wanted to be the front woman of a rock band?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost the first thing I can remember wanting to be. I always knew I was going to perform. It was going to be acting or dance or music. And I grew up like playing the viola, and there was at the time Yellow Card was really big, and I was like, I'm probably going to play like viola in a punk band. I was like, no, actually I want to sing in a punk band. I want to do that. What Joan Jett is doing, you know.
Absolutely. I loved Yellow Card as well. Oh, wow.
I think they're playing in Denver soon. In like a few months. Right?
We should all go.
I am in.
I'm in. I'm so down.
Yeah, but that guy rips at the violin. I was like, I didn't know that was a job that you could like have an orchestra instrument on the stage.
Okay, I didn't know he actually played that.
Oh, there's a guy in the band that plays the violin. It's not the singer.
It's not the lead singer.
Yeah, it's hard to. There's one band that does that. The singer plays a violin, and it's an insane violin. It is Wicked Vixen.
Yes,
She
yes.
plays like a 7-string violin.
She's a baddie. We saw her at Fort Collins after we played at FOCO MX, and I was just like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, her name is Z, and she is wonderful. We played a show with her at Goosetown Tavern in March. Her and her band. I'm just fangirling about Z, but
Shout out to Z.
Shout out to Z. We actually had her on the show, so
Yeah.
you will see her.
Oh my goodness.
You will see her.
You will see her soon.
Very, very
That
well
was
done.
good. That was good,
I can't hold them back. The puns, they hurt.
She's so cool. Oh, she's so cool.
Z, you're really cool.
She's very cool. You're also very cool.
thank
You're giving
you.
me Z vibes.
Oh, thank you
You guys
so
are
much.
similar. I'm feeling that.
It's redheads with bangs. We should have called that show like redheads with bangs.
Speaking of bangs, my comb over is in full force right now.
It's
Do you
coming
see
on
it? Do you
strong.
see it?
It's
Yeah.
coming on
Okay.
strong.
Okay,
little bit.
that's the
Yeah,
one I'm
tuck
talking
that
about.
back. I'm gonna get you a
I'm gonna try to
barrette.
like tuck that back in. Sorry about my comb over, guys. It happens a lot, but
Yeah.
anyways. Anyway, sidetrack.
Always
Sorry about that.
Fluffing.
It's gonna happen at least 7 more times. So when you write, do you pull from personal experiences or do you create stories and characters for the songs you write?
So many of them are autobiographical just because I find it easy to do. I live in this skin. So
Meat suit.
my meat suit. Are you a Supernatural fan?
Actually, you've only seen a few episodes. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm familiar with meat suits though.
meat suits,
Yeah.
yes. That is one of those, like, it just is easier for me to write from a place of personal experience, and I've got a lot of experiences, but what I try to do is keep it kind of vague so that people can pull moments from a song and apply it to their lives. I think about, Strike the Match, I just kind of told the story, right, about how I had to quit my terrible job and figure out who I actually was and then start living a life that was in line with my authentic self. And that also involved a really tough like breakup and some other things kind of along the way. But I've had people come to me about that song with the concept is strike the match, burn it all down, stoke the flame so you can erase everything you hate. It's about burning down.
Those are good lyrics.
Yeah, thank you. All the stuff that just the friction in everyday life, the things that make you hate waking up, getting rid of those and then figuring out how you can bring yourself into alignment. And I've had people come up to me after shows that just say like, wow, my experience as, I've had friends come up to me and say like, this song feels like coming out. I was like, wow, I hadn't really considered that, but I'm so glad that it like reached you and can be an anthem for people. So lots of personal experience. I also write about a lot of mythology, though. I'm like a big mythology girl and world religions and things. So.
Which type of mythology? Like Greek mythology, Norse mythology? None of those? I don't know.
All of the above.
All of
them?
the above. All of the above. I don't want to get into deep water, but we also
Let's go in deep.
Let's go into deep water. We're magnet
Deep
fishing here.
waters.
yeah. People hold their spiritual beliefs so closely, so I also don't want to offend anybody, but I also write about like Christianity and like write it like I
that's
treat
great.
Christianity as another world mythology, and
Nice.
sometimes people don't like that.
No, that's fine. Hey, you know what? I'm going to air horn that. Let's go.
Okay.
As long as you're not telling someone like how to be or like what is right or what is wrong. So
Yeah, your beliefs are
everyone's
your
like,
beliefs.
there's so many different ones, and it's okay to like talk about them. Yeah.
Right. Archetypes and flood myths and different things. But you said Norse mythology. I've written about Norse mythology. I've written about Greek mythology. Written about all that
I have
stuff.
to stop you guys right now. What is Norse mythology?
Oh, Jen.
I don't know.
So that'll be like Odin and Loki and Thor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Those guys.
Sorry, I just had to educate
That movie
myself
like
real quick.
Thor Ragnarok.
Mhm.
Okay.
You heard- yeah,
okay.
like
Yeah.
the Marvel thing.
Okay.
But like West African mythology, I've written about, like Grandmother Spider, which is a Cherokee character, I believe.
Ooh, I
sort
like
of
that.
Native American mythology as well. So yes, I don't purport to be an expert in any of that, and I know people hold, again, their spiritual beliefs very close. So if you're interested in mythology, there's little Easter eggs kind of throughout. Yeah.
I love when there's some hidden things in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Easter eggs, right?
Mhm.
Crack them open.
Well, let's shift it up a little bit. I'm wondering what you would be doing if you weren't doing music right now.
I'm one of those people. We were just talking about Luna Wolf, who does Luna Fest and Warped Wolf Fest.
Shout out to Luna.
Luna, here with us now.
Actually helps us with all of our episodes. So shout out to Luna
Thank you, Luna.
and Luna Fest.
Yeah, and Luna, jack of all trades, master of all. I am one of those jack of all trades, master of none. The ADHD gets me hard, and I really would love to become an expert in, if I had a million lives to lead, it's like, I would definitely, I would want to curate an art gallery, and I would want to paint, and I would want to, most of them are creative, of course.
Okay.
But it's also, I'd love to be like a visual effects person on films, like doing, animatronics or puppets or.
Wow, so the arts are just like oozing out of you and the ideas, and you're just like, if I had umpteen hours in the day, I would do this, 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 and this.
Yeah, that's it. And I think, as much as being an artist keeps you incredibly underpaid, my hope is to continue to find local artists that are willing to collaborate with us. We've, had some folks do single artwork for us that has just blown me away. Shout out to UFK Designs, who's done some single artwork.
UFK Designs.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. So yes, I'd love to do a music video with like puppeteers and like robotics or animatronics or something, but that stuff costs money.
Like
Artists
Jim Henson-esque.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Jim Henson.
Oh yeah.
We had a guest the other day that made her own puppets out of cardboard.
What?
So if you want to
Yes.
do that, there's an idea for you.
We know someone. We can connect you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's with
Cardboard.
all the. Yeah, I would love to reach out to that person because I do not have time to become the skilled craftsperson and artisan of puppets that I would love to be. So that is a long. If I didn't have to work, I would just do all the things. I would, learn how to play the cello, and I would make puppets.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
Design clothes, and I would work in film or TV or in theater. I would stage manage. I would do costuming.
I love that about you. And I think in a perfect world, I have always wanted, why did we just pick one job and we have to stick with it and stay with it? Why can't we have this job for this year, and then now I'm a stage manager, and then now I'm in TV, and now I'm in radio, and now, why can't we just change it all up and we all just, see what we're actually really good at?
You can. And
Yes.
the solution is never sleeping. Have you heard of coffee? Have you heard of caffeine?
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I
No,
don't know.
and in that aspect, shout out to everyone that can do multiple things at once. I think it's really impressive, especially just becoming an expert or just very good or an average Jack or Jackass or Jill of all trades. I think is that in itself is probably
Yes. That's so hard to do. And you know what? Even just being a musician is really hard, and being a front woman that you are is really hard because it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So shout out to you for that.
that, and being a producer, which you are. Yeah,
Yes.
you record your own. So how do you balance being both the artist and the producer of your tracks? Speaking
is
of.
so hard to do, and it's so hard to do that I often don't. We have worked with other producers, and the other great part about that is every time we go to a new studio, the people that we have worked with have been so willing to teach, as well as they have endless patience for just my 1,000 questions about what are you doing there? Tell me about this, which has been so great. It's always an additional layer of the experience. It's just learning new techniques, because it is really hard to, sit down and write the song and get a vision for how you want it to sound. And if you fall short of that, there's always that feeling of just, I'm not giving my song the chance it deserves. I really believe in it. So sometimes having that outside opinion really helps. But it's difficult to balance, and I'm very slow. I feel like I mix songs for months at a time, and then we finally get to release them, and it's I'm already over this one. Let's do the next.
I feel like that sometimes too, but I feel like it's more of like a perfectionist thing. It's like I have to make it very perfect or I can't release it. But personal opinion, I feel like just do the best you can, put it out there and get it into the world because that's like uniquely yours and it's like your creativity. But I don't know, I have ADHD really bad too. And I think maybe perfectionism like kind of like goes into that aspect of it. But I'm learning now. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be yours and like your best, like what you want, and it's okay. And you're great.
We do let perfection be the enemy of done, but it's easy to forget that there have been really, really great songs that have totally exceeded their kind of terrible recordings. Like there are great examples of radio hits. Mr. Brightside by The Killers is one actually that every time I hear that recording, I'm like, this recording is kind of fine for an awesome song. Like the song is so great and so catchy and made obviously a huge splash when it
I would agree with you on that. Yeah. Some subpar to fine or okay recordings can be really good. And you're like, how did that happen? Why is this not working for me?
It's a great question. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I saw that you have a show coming up in Colorado Springs. Have you guys played in Colorado Springs before? And where is that show at?
Yeah, we've played there once at Vultures.
Nice.
Which was great. I'm actually from Colorado Springs.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yay!
So it's like fun to go back to my hometown and see like people from high school come out to these shows.
That's great. I didn't know that.
We're playing at Sunshine Studios this time with the band is called Before Vegas. We haven't played with them before, but they're another femme-fronted hard rock. I think they're probably more in the metal category than we are.
Okay, let's go.
And I am so excited for this show because Sunshine is huge and cool and has a great reputation. And I've met sound people who have worked there. I just haven't been myself. So it's going to be fun and, you know, something incredible. New. It's weird. We've been on the scene for 5 years and there are still so many venues that we haven't played yet that are just on my list. So.
Yeah, there's a lot out there for sure. In Fort Collins, Denver, Colorado Springs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot.
Real quick, what's your dream venue to play at?
Oh,
you can list a few.
Do also. The thing that every Colorado artist does. I'm sorry. It's Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. It's Red Rocks. Of course it's Red Rocks.
We are so spoiled to be so close to Red Rocks because there have been so many live albums produced there. Every artist who comes to Colorado and plays Red Rocks they're standing on the stage like, oh, yeah, I get it.
I was wondering, what was it like having a DJ as a parent? Because that to me just sounds like so much fun, like too much fun.
Yeah, so my mom was a DJ kind of very late 70s, early 80s.
Awesome.
I know, so cool. So there were definitely some interesting, the best part of it, of course, was her record collection is unrivaled. And it was almost... when I came to her and I said, oh, like, I really like this band, Green Day, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to pull these 4 albums for you. Go listen to The Clash's Sandinista, you know, because you'll hear their inspiration. And it was kind of this really organic music education that came out of that. But then there were funny, you know, sorts of experiences growing up where it was like, I started playing bass and she had this guitar pick in like a candle jar with her spare change. And it was this heavy, heavy guitar pick. And it said Cheap Trick on it. I didn't really know who Cheap Trick was. I started bass really young. And so I'm playing with this thick guitar pick, and she's like, oh, where did you find that? And I'm like, oh, it was in this jar. She's like, yeah, Rick Nielsen, like, threw that in my cleavage when I was like, from the stage. And I was like, oh, my gosh, okay, I'm going to just put that back.
I'm just going to put this in my cleavage, too.
So there was, like, that. And then, you know, she's really a clever person, and so arguments were won for things like I'm starting for eyeliner for the first time growing up, and she's like, you should, honey, like, it's not, what you're doing does not look good. I'm like, I'm trying to be Billie Joe Armstrong. And she's like, okay, well, maybe you could try to be Joan Jett, because her makeup was always gorgeous. I was like, oh, Mom. So there was, you know, that kind of thing. But a lot of it was just like, oh, here's the Rocky Horror Picture soundtrack. Don't mind if I do. Like, listen to that on vinyl.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Anticipation.
Anticipation. Yes.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dream.
Yeah, really, really lucky in that regard. And definitely, it's so helpful to have kind of an eclectic musical background
Yes.
when it comes time for writing, because it's like, oh, I might just pull this from, Tim Curry's album or something,
Shut up.
So, yeah.
I love that.
Okay, well, earlier you said, backtracking to Colorado Springs, you said you had some people from high school that would come see your shows.
Yeah.
And I know that you focus on building community through live music. What's a moment where you really felt that connection?
Oh. It's so hard to pinpoint a single night or even a single moment, but there are you guys are on stage, so I'm sure you've experienced this where somebody's singing the words to your song. Oh, sorry. I had a hair in my mouth and I put my hand directly in front of the microphone. But where you're singing a song and they're singing it back to you, and it's something that's really important to you, like that song, Strike the Match, which I mentioned earlier is, kind of my anthem about burning down my life. And hearing all these people that actually know the words to it is so amazing. And knowing that it means something different to each of them. Like maybe they've taken it and made something of their own. And that's always been so fun. Also, though, playing a good cover that people can just like dance to. We've been doing Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler lately. People lose their minds for that.
Nice. So that's where you feel the connection.
Yeah.
Is when you see people really getting after it, engaging, and kind of mirroring back.
Exactly. And I think there are so many barriers to experiencing that sort of connection, right? And it's everything from we're living in a world where we're completely bombarded by dopamine-sucking media every single day. That can just keep you like at home and glued to your stuff. You don't want to go out and spend money and park and figure out the logistics if you've got, kids that you need taken care of, things like that. So there's all this friction, and then to experience the actually rewarding moment of, oh, we came together as people and we danced to the same song and we moved at the same time and we sang the same words. I just think that's really powerful. So
Love that.
shout out to everybody who faces the friction and goes to shows, because that's where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I need to know, what's the weirdest talent that you have?
Oh, the weirdest talent. My goodness. I wish it was something really, I wish I had something really good for you. I do remember, I haven't done it in a long time, but in Breakfast Club, Molly Ringwald does that bit with the lipstick. She like opens her lipstick and puts it in her cleavage and then puts it on.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, that was again. Yeah, I used to be able to do that. That is a talent that doesn't come up very often.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that, actually.
You don't do that on stage? You should do that on stage.
Yeah. In between songs. And say nothing. Complete silence.
Before you even start the show, just put the lipstick in, get going, and then
just like,
bam.
And I'm gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Those who notice get half off of a CD.
Yeah. They're like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
It's from the Breakfast Club, man. Watch some movies.
You get half of a CD.
Yeah, why
Cassette.
not? That should be, I wish I played like a strange instrument or something. I don't know. I play the viola. That's like a normal, lots of people play instruments.
I don't play the viola. That's not
Don't
normal
either.
to me.
I do not
I'm
either. I don't
impressed
play-
by that. She also does not play the viola. So you were the only. Luna also does not play the viola, I assume. You're the only person in this room that plays the viola.
Yeah.
It's like the redheaded stepchild of the orchestra. When you meet another viola player, you gotta just jump up and down at each other and all of that.
I don't know very many people that play the viola, actually.
I don't
so
think I know anyone
there you go.
that plays the viola except for you now.
Oh,
Wait,
well, now you know.
wait. Does she also play the viola and the violin? She played one.
Oh wait, actually,
It might have been.
I do. Yeah, V.
So see, once
Z
again,
does play
another.
the viola.
If I'm correct, I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that.
We know a few people that play the viola. Just
Okay.
very rare, very
I
cool,
think it's rare.
very skilled that you can do that.
Thank you.
Speaking of, what's the most unexpected lesson you've learned from being in a band, playing either viola or singing or doing whatever in a band?
I think it is probably that if you want to be a musician, you can't just be a musician.
Amen.
Yeah. We were talking about how busy we all are and how much work this all is. It is that. And you get to the end of your day sometimes and it's like, okay, have I worked on the song? Have I, done my writing exercise for the day? Have I, worked on my production? Have I done my social media stuff? Have I contacted the venue for the next show? Have I sent out the stage plot and all of the things that it takes to kind of manage your work? And then you get to the end and there's a moment of like, oh, wait, did I even practice my craft? Did I?
Am I ready for the show tomorrow?
Yeah. I've had a couple moments where I get on stage and I'm like, I feel like I haven't even sung these songs in days because I was promoting the show and talking to people about all the logistics behind the show and sending out text messages to my friends to see if they can come and all of that stuff.
Yes,
So.
because you're running the show and you're like, did I check the emails and is everything lined up? And
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
So I have, that is the larger lesson. And then the additional lessons along the way are like, oh, here's how to manage a social media account. And here's how to, produce music. And here's how to release. And here's how to handle a release schedule. And kind of all that. We call it admin. We used to do admin nights one night a week. And now we do admin nights almost every night of the week just to, try to grow our band.
Do you mean the band?
Yes. So myself and our guitar player, Max, we are essentially the co-managers of the UNSOLVED. So he handles a lot of our graphic design and things like that and a lot of our booking responsibilities. And between the two of us, I think we're doing okay juggling. But it is a lot. It's helpful to have, a second set of hands, as it were.
Yes.
Silent shout out. If you are an employer looking to hire someone that wants that's good at social media management, hire a musician. Someone that manages a band. They're really good. Social media management.
Well,
That's it.
sometimes I guess. I mean, it's like you said. It's like you're wearing many hats.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just get to show up and sing. You're doing, the promoting. You're loading in, you're loading out. You're doing the prep work. You're doing it all. I mean, you're wearing all those hats and you're doing everything. I'd say you're doing a great job. So let's give it up. It's hard.
You guys have had some real hustlers on this show, so I'm very grateful to be counted among them. It is very cool. Well, that is to say, they are hustling. Yeah. Not that they're hustling pool or something. Yeah. They're just working really hard.
Brooke knows how to hustle some pool.
Do you?
I haven't yet, but I am so ready
Don't let
to
her
do
lie.
it. If I'm
How
on a
dare
lucky
you.
day, okay, sometimes if I'm
She's
on a
good.
lucky day, I'm good at pool, but if it's a not lucky day, I'm
So-
real trash.
Oh, yeah.
But
She grew up kind of in a pool hall.
Okay.
So
What?
I mean, kind of, yeah. Okay,
Yes.
my mom owned a pool hall till
Don't
I was
let her.
8, and then my dad had a pool hall till when I was 15.
Oh
for a
my
few years.
gosh.
But I mean, how much can you learn by the age of 8? The rules.
lesson learned, don't play her in pool. Just don't.
Play me in pool for
Just don't.
money.
No, I feel like those
Is
are
the lesson there? Just don't play me for free. Just play me for money.
pool is also a good. It's a spatial awareness trajectory. There's a lot of. There's a lot of math
Physics.
happening,
Yeah.
physics that are happening.
Yeah, I would
in
agree with
students in
that.
pool.
But visual physics, you're not doing math calculations in your head. Or at least I'm
No.
not. And maybe some people do, but I'm not doing calculus in my
Are you good at math?
head. I'm okay. I got up to calculus 2 in college.
Okay, well,
Well,
you're better at
yeah.
math than I am then.
It doesn't mean I remember
I
everything.
still have math nightmares.
I love
If
algebra.
I'm in school and I'm taking a math test and I know none of the answers and I'm like, just somebody get me out of here.
I was a person that helped the kid that didn't know the answers.
Okay.
Sometimes, not all the time. On my good days, on my lucky days, I would. On my bad days,
Then
What
girl,
an angel.
there you go.
I think that's it, though. It's we got to help each other. If you have a skill set, you should, get together and teach other people how to
Yes.
do
It actually wasn't until the second time I went to school. Because the first time I went to college, I thought, as a woman, I'm I'm bad at science. I'm bad at math. I'm not great. But then the second time, I'm I want to get into a science field and I have to do Chem 1, Chem 2, Physics 1, Physics 2, Calculus 1, Calculus 2. And I'm whoa. And I didn't think, that I was good enough. And you learn through doing it and trying. You're like, actually, I'm pretty good at this. If you practice, if you put the time into it, I'm pretty good at it. Why did I stop myself short before? Anyways.
No.
The math is mathin' now.
Math is mathin'. So, but it does. Sometimes, like, you've got that stuff and you can just look at things and be like, I bet if I throw that there, it'll hit that and it'll do that. And it's like, you just have that now.
It's easy to be turned off
She's
to it,
got
but I
it.
say, just try.
Yeah.
What is a risk you've taken recently that's paid off?
Oh, that's a good question.
Risk I've taken recently that's paid off.
Like math.
We've started to host something that we're so I live in an industrial, like, converted loft in Rhino
Okay.
with the guitar player of my band, Max. And we're starting to host what we're calling creative salons, salon créatif, like the old school, like the salons of like the 1800s where people would come and like share their inventions and things. We're doing that, but with all of the creative people in our lives, we're inviting them into our space to collaborate, share their work. I know a lot of musicians, obviously, from just working in the scene. I know a lot of poets, visual artists. I know a guy that makes candles. So he like brought his candle making stuff and set up. Yeah, so we have this space for it. And, I talk a lot about my commitment to community. And this is one of those little things that I'm doing. So it's a risk in that I have to have a bunch of people in my house, which is hard. These are the price of creativity.
Strangers.
Is friendship. It's like friends of friends. Where like your friends are like, oh, you guys are cool. But then your friends of friends is like, are you cool? I guess we'll find out. And then we'll become friends. And then you can just come over all the time.
So it's not like an open invite. It's more of like it's get to know you and maybe be invited.
An invite only with mostly like friends in immediate circles. But I want to inspire.
I want to be invited.
Yeah.
And then let me get this straight. So everyone's just bringing their own set of skills and kind of teaching you guys, and like so you can figure out how to do these things.
A skill share.
Yeah, there's some skill share. There's mingling. There's, if you're looking for musicians that you want to work with, like there are musicians there who, I'm friends with all these people, but they might not know each other. So there's some of that. And
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So it feels like this is the best I can do in terms. I'm a pretty risk-averse person. So having a bunch of people in my house and having to host and, there hasn't been a tremendous amount of risk. But it was something where it's like, I don't really know if this is going to work.
Yeah, that's the downside.
What I'd love to create, when you look back in history and you hear about movements, artistic, creative movements, or scenes in the music world, it was usually a bunch of really creative people in a space at the same time. The Chelsea Hotel, CBGB.
Okay.
There are these spaces where people
You're
are
onto
meeting.
something.
Yeah, Tin Pan Alley, There are all of these examples in history where we just had to get the right people in the right place at the right time, and magic happened. And I think Denver has a really cool music scene, but I think since third spaces are suffering so much, since it's expensive to go out, since shows aren't necessarily the best place to mingle because it's loud as hell in there.
Yes.
That we kind of need more opportunities where people can just kind of get together and listen to some guy play the acoustic guitar, or some girl, or some non-binary canary,
There we
Anyone.
go. I love that.
Yeah. So.
A human.
Yeah.
Well, good for you for doing that. Very step out of your comfort zone and get people in there.
I'm not trademarking the idea. I'm bringing it up because I really would like for other people to try this.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Yeah.
This is your calling. If you have the means to do that, please
If you
provide a creative space for people to skill share and everything. Honestly, I think that's beautiful, and I would love to do it if I had the space, but I do not.
Yes.
But
I think that's a huge challenge, and we're renting this space, so it's like we might not have it next year, so we're trying to use it while we've got it to, give people a place to have community. That's one of the hardest barriers to get over.
I think that's beautiful, and I feel like that's something that we're really lacking a lot today as a society, as a country, as, everything. It's like, especially with, phones and on internet and all that stuff, it's difficult to get out in the world and interact with people. So I think that's a really amazing thing that you're doing.
I do too.
But I was looking at the window for the studio that we're at today, and it's like, oh, there's like musician speed dating. And so there are places that are doing this. There are local music festivals that are doing this. There's Denver, I know, has kind of created a space like that with their events. Indie 1023 does their meetups, which are amazing places to go and talk to other musicians. So Mutiny Cafe might be another one. I'm thinking of all the examples that are happening in Denver. If you don't know about those things, seek them out, but also get together with your friends and create things because that makes community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I had just one last question for you. What is one item that you cannot live without?
Man. One item that I can't live without. I am not really attached to things, I think. In the last several years, I've
That's good.
reassessed my relationship with stuff. But I'm going to pick a record.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars for me.
Yes.
I couldn't live without it. I
go.
love that album.
a
I
great
listen
album.
to it at least once a month probably. It's unskippable. And I would probably pick that. There are many more records as well, but that's got to be one where
There we go.
if something happened to my record, I'd have to go buy another one.
You're a David Bowie fan.
I'm a huge David
Yes.
Bowie fan, yes.
Speaking of, you're a Labyrinth fan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Side story, real quick. I was a weird kid and I would not watch shows that were not cartoons till I was like 9 or 10 because I
That's
thought they were
normal.
boring, except for The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Oh, my God.
That's the only show that's the only movie, anything I would watch that wasn't a cartoon, but like watch it
Were you
willingly.
watching that on repeat?
I watched it often, yeah.
Okay.
And my dad found out that I liked it and he would rent it and watch it with me. And same thing, like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, he found out I liked that and he's like, I'm going to watch it with you so I can keep up with it. It's like, you're amazing. Also, shout out Dad, amazing guitarist. I liked it so
Yes.
much that I got a tattoo of an owl on my thigh. Is
gonna
the
say, is it
owl
somewhere
that
where
like
we can
well, I can't show it right now, but like if I wore shorts, I would, but I have pants
It's a
on.
pretty
so
cool
unfortunate,
tattoo,
yeah.
actually.
It's pretty cool. And my best friend from second grade, who I played Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh with, is the one that did it.
Oh, my gosh.
but-
What?
David Bowie.
Are they
Labyrinth.
Yes.
That's it.
awesome tattoo artists?
Oh my gosh, she's an amazing tattoo artist out of
You need to show her your
Missouri,
tattoo.
Sedalia, Missouri. I mean,
Not right now, but
I
later.
can't.
You can't pull your
I'll show
pants
you.
down here.
Sorry, I can't pull my pants
I'm
down,
sorry.
but I'll show you my tattoo later.
I won't
Yeah, yeah.
allow that.
I have photos. We could just like flash a photo on the screen. There you go.
Please do.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank
and
you.
as we wrap up, we always like to ask our guest, what's your charity of choice?
Oh, I love that you do this. I think everybody should. I would love to know why you started doing this, but I want to plug Illuminate Colorado. They are a local nonprofit that their whole mission is to strengthen Colorado families in order to prevent child maltreatment, neglect, abuse,
that.
and they are doing really, really amazing work. So please, if you believe that child abuse is the root of all evil, like I do, this is a great organization to donate to. Please check out their website, illuminatecolorado.org.
illuminatecolorado.org. Give it up. Go check them out. Go find them, follow them, donate to them, because actually child abuse is awful. So let's put a stop to that.
Yeah.
And we have just enjoyed having you on the show. Thank you so much. This is Hot Pot Poddie Podcast. I'm Jenn Tatro, and this is
Brooke.
Holman, your host. We've been speaking with Genevieve Peak from the UNSOLVED, and thank you so much. We're out.
Bye.